Hey guys, hey. I just wanted to put my 2 cents in with this Nocries situation here. I want to throw my hat in the ring here because, there's a lot of talk about this, but I mean, if we're gonna, accuse people of cheating and do demos and, I wanted to do a demo review basically because, if I'm gonna start spouting off about why I know he's cheating, or you can call it thinking. I know he's cheating, but we should at least discuss why I believe, what right. If we're gonna start judging others, we need to give the reasoning for our judgments, against this player. And my experience, my credentials, like I've got almost 1,300 hours on Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I used to do Overwatch when I used to do the Overwatch system back when that was a thing, community Overwatch. So our judgments matter. Our judgments reflect us. Our correct or incorrect judgments reflect on us as the judge. And obviously Valve, being a part of the Overwatch system, they take my opinion into consideration. They consider my opinion when I say somebody's cheating or not cheating. So I wanted to do a demo review and explain why I think why I know Nocries is cheating. And this is kind of the offending clip. Like, this is the predominant offending clip in my opinion, among others. But it's his mannerisms. It's his play style basically. Now, what you can see is he's very open on mid, but that's not anything unusual. What's unusual to me is not even the kills per se. It's the fashion in which he performs the kills. And I'm going to slow this down here so that we can kind of like, actually look at what he's doing, why he's making the decisions he makes. Okay, so he's holding door, right? That's not unusual. It's not even unusual that he aimed at somebody who was about to shoot him. He might have shot a shot. But it's really it's the third one for me that I have a problem with. It's rule number 1, you don't look at B doors, then look back to mid, then look at B doors again. It's the rhythm with which he plays. It's too atypical.
Yeah, I saw that. That was insane.
There's nothing wrong with going to B doors, then mid doors, but then going back to B doors is weird. Wait, what? He has friends as that. Yeah, right. Like, and this isn't. I mean, that's not an outrageous. You can't say he's cheating, but it's more of the angle that he's holding. When you're watching this overpass clip, you can spot Nocries right there. But what's strange is it's not a typical angle to hold. This is not a typical angle. It is, but it isn't. It's an off angle. It's a typical off angle, but it is not a typical angle to expect somebody. Yeah, he's playing the T side. Of course, you're gonna expect people to be jump peeking and things like that. It's not even the shot that's the problem. It's the fact that he's so confident in weird angles, like the Dust 2 clip, like the overpass clip. It's not abnormal to aim between mid doors and B doors. It's not abnormal to hold this position that he's holding on overpass, but it's abnormal with the rhythm that he does it, with the mannerisms. It's not the one taps that's abnormal. It's the fact that he's so certain, which to me indicates a certainty that is beyond typical player awareness. I mean, he's the average at best spray control. I mean, he's panics. He panic sprays. He's not even like an outrageous, exceptional rifler like that. He's pretty standard skill set as far as riflers go. But it's that when you're a standard level player. Standard level players play with standard level information. They play default, if you will, right? So having information that would be impossible to acquire. Having full information to the degree that he has, like knowing to aim back at B doors, like knowing that somebody is at the site on overpass. That's kind of what people have. That's what I have an issue with.
This guy's cheating. This guy's cheating.
I mean, I'm not alone in saying that Nocries is cheating. I know he's cheating because I've played this game a long time. It's the fact that he doesn't do anything exceptional except his information awareness. Right here. This peak on Palace is not a normal peak. Right? Nobody cares about these clips. He's just messing around. But when you peek somebody... Okay. As you can see his shoulder peak, right? That's a normal shoulder peak. There's nothing weird about that. But if we slow it down, he's already looking my guy right in his soul. He knows he's there. Because he knows he's there. It's not that he knows he's there because of, I guess, his body language tells you he knows he's there. His player model tells you he knows he's there. And that's why it's so easy for him to hit the shot. This is a very typical play. See, that's what cheaters will do, is they will disguise their plays as normal because a decent player will know how to cheat without being exposed. But that shoulder peak, even on a quarter speed, is too slow to reconcile what he saw. It defies human reaction time. I mean, there's nothing abnormal about these plays. I mean, it's spray control. Like, you would expect him to stop these pushes, but like, if he really had the ability to know the information that he knows, his aim would correspond to that. His aim is what I would call subpar relative to his ability to know where people are, relative to his skill set. His knowledge base is too strong. It's like using a chess computer to play chess. The chess computer is going to tell you the right answer. That a human decision making is not going to make.
Bro, you're literally cheating. Why are you complaining?
That's fair.
I mean, he doesn't deny that he's cheating. You're cheating. Why are you complaining? That's fair. He's cheating. Like, he's telling people he's cheating. Cool, bro. He hit a couple nice deagle shots at face at HQ. That's just a cheater. A cheater will know. A good cheater. A good player will know how to cheat without exposing themselves, right? When you cheat that long, your aim gets pretty good. You get good at the game after cheating. So I would expect him to have good aim with a Desert Eagle. I would expect him to get one taps and things, because he's been doing it for so long. You still have to have the mechanical skill. If you don't have an aimbot or something, you might have a radar hack or something. But if you cheat and you don't have an aimbot or something that replaces your mechanical skill for you, you would expect a cheater with a wall hack or a radar hack to get pretty good at aiming. Like, they're not thinking of the same prerequisites as a normal player without full information. When you have full information, you don't have to worry about your aim as much. So, I mean, you would expect him to be decent with a Desert Eagle. That's how good cheaters can hide it more easily. You would expect them to be pretty good at the game. Like, you don't have to be an overt cheater. Nothing about that is an unusual clip. No one's calling it him a cheater because of his typical clips. They're calling him a cheater because of his information awareness, his pre-moving, his knowledge of where people are going to be. You just go back to the Dust 2 clip, and there's no reason he's aiming at B doors except that he knows. As far as I can see, as far as I could tell, I know he's cheating because there's no reason he should look at the B doors a second time for a second opponent. That's not a typical... I've played almost 1,300 hours on Counter-Strike Go, and it is not a typical formation to experience a B doors guy, a mid doors guy, and then a B doors guy again. That's not a typical execution. So the fact that he would expect somebody at the B doors a second time, you should be dying from the side in that clip. 100% of players are dying from that second B doors guy. 100% of players. I don't care if you're simple. I don't care who you are.
I saw that. That was
100% of players. That's a normal shot. That's a normal shot. 100% of players are dying from this guy. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, I saw that. That was insane.
100%. Nothing weird, nothing weird. 100% of players. Myself, simple, Kenny S is dying from that player, bro, on a standard play if you don't know that he's there. Nocries looks at this player because Nocries knows he's there. Not because the thought to aim, nobody aims there. Nobody aims there a second time. Every player on the planet is dying to this B player. Okay? Nocries has access to information that isn't like a wall hack, or he's a radar hack basically, like, or some sort of an aim assist tool that would track a player, would know where the player is. So I mean, if I'm gonna go and throw my hat in the ring, I'm gonna explain why I know he's every player ever is losing this battle. Now you might win the gunfight, you might outduel somebody if they miss. Every player on the planet, if you don't know that this player is coming, the second B player, you're done. 100% of people are dying to that. Except Nocries is the first human player ever in history to hit the B doors, hit the mid doors, and then aim back at the B doors again. You've never seen it done. You'll never see it done again because it doesn't happen. Every player ever dies to that second player except Nocries. Okay, he's cheating. Okay.